Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Kaon, season 2 episode number 19 reaction. Okay, the previous episode was a very entertaining episode. We get to see that the class at our Yui's class, they will be doing a Romeo and Juliet play, and two people were chosen to be Romeo and Juliet, Romeo being Mio and Juliet being Ritsu. Obviously, they both of them were not happy about it because Mio has like social anxiety, and also Ritsu doesn't want, or she's not comfortable doing Juliet. So like they practice, and by the end of it they kind of realize a trick to do their part. They realize that what they have to do is literally think of the other person and act as if what they would act. So Mio would be thinking like how Ritsu would act in this situation, while Ritsu would think how Mio would act in this situation and copy that. So it kind of worked out, but still Mio's like stage fright kind of caught up. She wasn't able to do it properly. So they went to have a little bit of a training in the in a like a cafe, or like a kind of a maid cafe kind of place, and that also kind of didn't work. But let's see how it goes, like. And obviously, other than Mio and Ritsu, Yui will be a tree, and Mugi will be the story writer. So yeah, those two are like the main focus of the whole show. Let's see what happens. So this is episode 19. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let us begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, is that Azusa? Wait, what are they wearing? Oh, what? That looks like a, yeah, like a festival. There you go. Like like the dress that you wear in like a festival kind of thing. Okay. Hmm. All right, it's the festival today. I think so. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's tomorrow, isn't it? Yep. Another time. Okay. Romeo and Juliet before that. All right. Okay. Damn. Stage dagger. Romeo. Yo. You know what's funny? Romeo and Mio. I just realized. Yeah. What? Hmm. Yeah. Pumpkin? Why pumpkin? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That is correct. No. Oh god. What? What is she doing? Is she trying to okay. Oh god. Let's see what she has made. I'm pretty sure she has done a good job. Mm. Oh wow. Oh, is that? Hmm. Oh, they made like a cafe kind of. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Crepe. Crepe. Okay. There's a lot of what? Oh, mammoth. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, that's kind of that's very innovative. Vampire cafe costumes. Wow. So she's done all of the costumes. No, she's not, probably. Wow. Okay. Where's Ritsu? Wow. Wow. Oh god, hopefully they don't like especially Mio. Oh no. Oh, okay, that's nice. She wasn't able to come in the previously. All right. Oh. Yeah. Oh, no, no, that's not the case. Oh, they saved a seat for him. Yeah. Oh god, here we go. Let. Yui. Okay, nice. She's doing it pretty nicely. Yeah, maybe. Yui. Hey, trees don't move. Yui. Wha- Okay, it's going. Oh no, no, don't laugh! Oh no. Oh god, I feel like this is going to transform from a tragedy to a comedy very soon. I, I love how you is just standing there in the. Oh no, no, no! Yo! Wow. It's probably because. Alright. Tombstone. Okay. Oh god. Um. Yeah. So. Yeah. Like just make a cardboard cutout. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Oh. What? Okay. Can Yui really? Yeah. Oh. Now she's a bush. Wait, what? Oh no. Uh. m- m- okay. Oh, there you go. This. Okay. Did they not put the carton? Okay, yeah, it looks fine. Oh, yep, the poison. Hmm. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Yeah, for a different reason though. There you go. Wow, you is just stuck. Oh, I was wondering. I was like, that was a wig. That makes sense because yes. Yeah. Where's Yui? Oh, there she is. Mm. Mm. All right, time for tea. Let's have tea. Oh, okay, that practice. That's nice. I guess because it's cultural festival that that's why they can stay. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Oh no. Yeah, the crane, the grateful crane. Oh god. What is that? Food? I think so. Yep. Nice. Yeah, obviously. Mugi has dessert. Okay, stop it. Yeah, you're speaking like. Yeah, that's true. Oh. Are they trying to wink? Okay, that's why they're okay. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah. Well, it's more fun like that. That's what I said. Oh, no, we have stuff to do. Yeah, we didn't do anything. That's why. They're studying textbooks. Okay. Are they still practicing or no? There you go. You need a little bit of rest. Hmm. Oh boy, this is really reminding me of my school, and when we had used to have festivals late, even at night, like everyone was in school and everything. It's really reminding me of that. Oh, wow. Ah. Juliet's 2 min. Okay. Yeah. Because it's a cult club, is that why? Oh my god. Probably for some ritual. The summoning. Oh, what? Oh my god, cat. Cattle mutilation. Oh. Okay. Wait, are there only two members in this club? Yeah. Yeah, it's a pun. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Should return. Yeah, ghosts will come out, you know, Mio? Oh boy. What? No, she's asleep. She and her yakisoba. Yeah. uh, what? Oh god. Wow. Yeah. Hopefully Mio doesn't fall on stage again. Nice. Wait, did she think that everyone would be practicing? Yeah, this asleep. Oh my god. Let's see how it is. Okay. She's like, yes, this is what I wanted. Okay, so next episode will be the concert. Okay. Hmm. Okay. And that was this episode. Okay, that was a really fun episode. First of all, this episode was basically like the whole Romeo and Juliet, and then them just staying late in school to, for the school festival and preparing for the next day. Um, so overall, I was surprised seeing that there wasn't any kind of trouble except the whole, the final part with Juliet's, grave, that whole part. Except that, I was actually surprised to see there wasn't any trouble. I thought there would be a few troubles here and there. But, like it went off pretty smoothly. Like even Yui didn't mess up. She was almost going to though, like she was going to sneeze on stage. As a tree. But even that didn't happen. And both both Mio and Ritsu, they played their part pretty well. There was a section though, however, where they were almost going to burst out into laughing, but they controlled themselves. And yeah, that is what I said. Like I was really not expecting everything to go this flawlessly. And because I thought like they would kind of mess up and everyone would just laugh, and that would be like a fun little memory for them, something like that I thought was going to happen, but it actually went very smoothly, and they did a very good job. And honestly speaking, the production of everything, like with the whole background props and everything, was done pretty well. Like it was like a solid like a very solid production that they did. It really looked nice, like with the different costumes Sawa-chan made, and the props, the background props and everything. Especially the final scene with the grave. Like in the end, where Juliet and like Romeo consumes the poison and dies, and then Juliet stabs herself. That section, it was really well done. So yeah, overall it really exceeded my expectations as well. That was a very like well done like play. And not only that, then there was that whole part in the end where they are in school, like waiting for the next day and preparing for the concert, and they decided to stay. And like I said, this really reminded me of my school days as well. Like like this type of festival, we used to have them as well. And I remember, even though I really wasn't the one to stay overnight at school, I went back, but I remember staying quite late, up until like 8 or 9 p.m., and then go back. And obviously, like we were high schoolers then. Like when we were little kids, we weren't really allowed to stay. Like our parents used to come and take us. But when we were like high schoolers, yeah, I guess like a little bit of leniency was allowed. Like like the teachers were like, yeah, you can stay up as much as you can like. And it was really such an weird experience. I remember like staying at school at night was something that was so foreign to us and so weird, because obviously school is something that you go on in the day and come back at the at the in the afternoon or something, some part like that. At 3 p.m. or like 4 p.m. you come back home by that time. That was basically school for like 10 years. Not 10, sorry, 8 to 7 years. And then in the final few years, like when the school festival was there, like staying after time, like at like 6 p.m. up until 9 p.m. maybe, was such a weird thing. I was like, damn, this is such a weird experience, like staying at school when it's dark outside. um so yeah, I remember like like everyone doing their own thing, like like going to just like over here how everything was happening. They were like going from one place to another, one classroom to another. They were going, and like like the lights were on. Different students were doing their own thing. Someone were wearing costumes, someone was practicing. Some people were maybe eating, some people were maybe like just joking around with their friends. Like throughout the whole school, all those things were happening. Different places you go, different things you see. Different students doing their different things, which is also such a, I guess you could say, interesting experience. Because again, school is very you guess you could say like very linear. Like, oh, go to school, sit down, do your studies. And during school class time, if you go outside, you see everyone doing the same thing, that is in their classroom studying, and the teacher teaching. In the recess time, everyone is outside playing or having like having their food. And then stuff like that. That is usually how you are accustomed to school. So seeing this side of a school at night where everyone is doing their own thing, like I said, someone is eating, someone is talking, someone is joking, someone is like playing around, someone is like singing maybe, someone is practicing their play that they'll have to do, someone's checking out their costumes, like doing like a little test run. All these things, seeing different students doing different things at the same time is such an interesting experience. I cannot even say and express it in a way. Unless and until you experience it, it cannot be explained. And seeing this whole scene really reminded me of that. And I'm like, yeah, this really reminds me of when we used to have to do this. And it was such an interesting experience. And I love how they were able to actually show that here. So there you go. And yeah, overall, it was a great episode. I'm looking forward to the next one where we're going to get to see the concert, I'm guessing. Right, okay, so that was my impression of this whole episode. Now let us talk about this episode scene by scene. At the beginning, we get to see Azusa and Ui going to a convenience store and asking, buying some stuff. I love how the cash, the one who was there behind the register, he was like, at first he was like baffled. He's like, what's going on here? Like, obviously because they were wearing, the dress which they wear in festivals and stuff. And he was surprised. He was like, wait, what? And then obviously, they're like, oh, these pay, put the bill for the school, and the school will pay. Keep the tab. So yeah, and then they come to the class, and they're like Azusa and Ui, oh no, not Ui, sorry, that was June. Never mind, I made a mistake. Azusa and June were there shopping, and when they come back, they see everyone, doing their thing. The whole place in festival, the stall and everything are made. And yeah, Azusa sees that next day is the concert. Obviously, she gets reminded of that, and she kind of goes and peeks into Yui's class. And Yui's class, everyone is doing their thing. You can see that Mio is practicing her lines, and then Ritsu comes out, and Ritsu's like, "Oh, Romeo, why are you Romeo?" Something like that, I think. Yeah, that line. And Romeo also tries, Mio also kind of says that, tries to tell her lines, but she's kind of hesitating and just, yeah. I love how Yui's like, "Oh, you know what, guys? Just write pumpkin on your hand and swallow it. Everything will be fine." And she's like, the Nodoka's like, "No, that's not how it goes. You're supposed to write person in your hand and swallow it. And the audience, you should think of them as pumpkins." She mixes those two up together. But Mio just does that anyways, writes it in her hand and tries to actually swallow it. Oh boy. And Azusa sees all of this, and Azusa doesn't want to interrupt in this whole thing, and she's like, "Yeah, let me go, they're pretty busy about this." So they do their part, in the festival. I'm guessing they had a cafe, I'm guessing. They probably had to go to the kitchen, and as I said, we had to go and probably do something in the kitchen while they're probably waitresses kind of serving everyone who was coming, as they have in different students have different responsibilities. So after doing their part, they are off trying to just look around the stalls. And there was quite a few stalls. You could see there was one stall which was the one that actually stood out, was the prehistoric ones, where there's props and everything. I think, what was the name? Mammoth Meat. That was the name, I think, of the stall. That was a very innovative one. That was an interesting one. And surprisingly, or not surprisingly, Sawa Sensei actually made all of the dresses. Those guys, there was that one with the vampire cafe. I think they said that one. Even Romeo and Juliet's costume, every single person made Sawa Sensei. Sawa Sensei made the costumes. And that's actually crazy. What the hell? There's so many students here. So she did every single costume. How is that even possible? Either way, you can see Sawa-chan Sensei is just done. She's completely done. She's like, "I have to also do the costumes for you guys tomorrow for the concert. I cannot." But anyways, and yeah, you can see, the costumes are really made well. For example, Mio's costume, especially Ritsu's costume, was really done well. With the ornaments and also the wig, and everything. It was done pretty nicely. and and then you is a tree. Like I think they kind of mentions this. Like, is there any point of cutting out the face to show the tree's face? I feel like there is, because it's just going to, like, like show that, oh, the person is doing it. Funny thing, I remember I also had to play a part like this. Yui here was a tree. I had to play the part of a corn. Just like this, I had to wear a mask in my head. Not only me, there were a few others as well along with me. A mask like this, a mask cut out with the head out, and there was like a corn on top of my head, like a prop. And I had to wear like a green dress, completely green, full sleeved shirt and full pants, something like that, I think. And we had to put on makeup on our face. I don't know why people do this. I've seen this in anime as well. Why do people need to put on makeup? We had to put on lipstick, white face powder, and like something, I don't know, whatever, like stuff like that. We had to put, like, every single person had to put on makeup. It was such a weird experience, my god. But anyways, I'm like, goddamn, you here is a tree, and I had to become a corn back in my days. Anyways, funny. Um, so yeah, and that's why, like, obviously, to make everyone involved, they cut out their face, because it's nice to see. Not only that, everyone's parents and everyone would be there, looking at the whole thing. And unless and until you cut off the face, and properly show your face, obviously it won't be, like, nice. Like, and there's a lot of parents who are excited for their children's performance, even if they're a tree. It doesn't matter. The fact that they're performing is a big thing. So yeah, and they're going to record stuff and, like, snap pictures. That's why they have to cut off the face, to show the person at least that, yeah. That is why. And good god, I remember, like, I had to just stand there while everyone was doing, like, the acting and everything, just like this. I was like Yui, just standing while all the other actors were in front doing the main parts. Honestly speaking, I probably couldn't act there, so I was glad that I had to become a corn. I didn't get any important parts, thank god. I would have screwed up either otherwise. So yeah, it was nice being a corn, just standing there, just like Yui. Oh boy. Anyways, so after that, they're off to do the play. So it begins. There's like a whole, like, the whole production, like I said, was really well done. Azusa and everyone comes in. It was like house full. Everyone's just there. But Sawa Sensei kept, like, seats for them. That was nice. And yeah, so the so the play starts. I love, the fact that throughout the whole play, obviously it's like a very emotional, like, Romeo and Juliet, like, play. And I love how even in these, like, very emotional and serious scenes of Romeo and Juliet, you is just standing there in the middle of them as a tree. That was actually so funny. Oh boy. But anyways, the play starts, and it goes pretty well. You can see that Mio's actually really nicely doing it, and she's not hesitating. She's very smoothly speaking, and she's, like, fully in the zone. So she does a very phenomenal job. I feel like she probably did the best performance. Risu did a good job as well. Like, playing her part as well. That scene they almost messed up where where Risu was like, what is that part? Okay, Mio's like, I shall leap over any high wall with my wings of love. And this is like, oh, Romeo, Juliet. And this is almost giggling. And seeing her, Mio also starts giggling. And then she swallows her giggling and just... And then over there, underneath, Yui is going to sneeze. Oh my god. Oh. You know what? I feel like even if Yui sneezed there, it would have been fine. They could have just said something like, oh, that's a gust of wind, or something like that. They could have just smoothed it over like that. Like, oh, a gust of wind suddenly came. Yui sneezing, being the gust of wind. I feel like it would have been fine. No problem. But anyways, Yui was able to, like, hold her sneeze. That was pretty impressive, like it's very difficult to hold your sneeze, so props to Yui. Anyways, so yeah, they did a great job, and everything's going pretty well. However, problem strikes when they realize the prop for the grave of Juliet is not there. So they want to do a proper job, so they could easily do it without any prop, but they're like, no, we need to do it properly. So what can they do? They think of either making a new one, but it's going to take so much time. So they're like, okay, let's go and try to get some from the occult club. No, sorry, no, from the haunted house. Like the people who are doing the haunted house. But they're like, oh, but those graves are Japanese. We need like a like a English like a style grave. So they're like, what should we do? And they're like, okay, so there's like one girl who was like, I have a friend in the occult club. They might have like a grave kind of thing. So she's off, but her part, someone has to do it. He's like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then she's panicking because there's no script. And Nodoka's like, don't worry, that you don't need a script. You don't have to say anything. So it turns out she got promoted from a tree to a bush, or maybe demoted. I don't know, whatever. So she was a tree, now she's a bush. That was funny. Anyways, so the part is coming, and we get to see the occult club, the girls. They were like, oh, this is actually like a where is it? The inscription is primarily about Pharaoh Epiphanes from the Ptolemaic dynasty of ancient Egypt and all that stuff. And they're like, but you guys can use it if you want. So they're like, yeah, let's do it. So they bring it and put it. And at first I thought it would look very odd in that situation, in that grave. But then when they put it on the stage, it actually looked pretty nice, like the whole like prop over there with the flowers and everything. It actually looked pretty nice. So yeah, it wasn't a problem, and they were able to come before that certain scene. So like I said, I wasn't expecting it to like look that nice, because I didn't think they would put anything else. So they put the stone over there and a little bit of flower props. Obviously the flowers were on Juliet, so it looked pretty nice, honestly. So obviously here in the final climax scene, Romeo thinks Juliet has died. Okay, I've forgotten the story. I don't really remember. As far as I can remember, the whole Romeo and Juliet, in the end, I think Romeo mistakes Juliet to have died by looking at, like, I think like the poison bottle or something. I don't remember. And he takes the poison bottle and drinks it himself. And, and because he thought that Juliet died. That's why he drinks the poison as well. Then he dies, and then when Juliet obviously wasn't dead at that point of time, as far as I can remember, Juliet wakes up and realizes that Romeo had made a mistake, and he has died and killed himself, and that's why Juliet, for the grief, she decides to stab herself and take her life as well. So obviously it's a tragedy, So yeah. And that's what obviously here, this was that scene. Mio does the same thing, falls down, and then consumes the poison, and then Juliet also is like wakes up or reads to here and kills herself. So there you go. It worked pretty well. Like everything was perfect. Everything worked extremely well, and yeah. And obviously Azusa's like, did they forget about the concert? Like obviously this whole thing is very nicely done. Obviously they didn't have enough time to come and practice, but she's feeling a little bit sad because she thinks that they forgot about the concert and are not serious about it. But either way, after that, like Azusa is at club like practicing, and everyone comes in and they're like, oh, Azusa, like how are you? And he was like, how do you like it, our part? And she's like, yeah, it was really well done. And I love how Ritsu kind of makes fun. She's like, were you like feeling lonely without us or something? And Azusa's like, no, but like I thought you guys weren't really serious about this. Like I understand you guys had a lot of things on your plate, but still. And they're like, oh, like obviously no, that's not the case. Like we are very serious about this. And yeah, they're like, all right, to show our seriousness, let us stay at night today over here in class, and let's just practice today. Now obviously you can probably it's pretty obvious here that the whole thing with where Azusa is actually, you wouldn't really say that Azusa is mad at them for not practicing, but Azusa is lonely about the fact that she wasn't able to spend time with them in this whole festival. And not only that, the fact that she knows that this will probably be the final time with them and then they'll graduate is also something that is in her head. So like, it doesn't, even if they didn't practice and they came to club, Azusa would have been happy. But the fact that they didn't get enough time to come to club, and she knows the fact that this will be the final, I guess you could say, event they can do together, probably made her a bit sad, and she got a bit frustrated and envious, and that was the whole thing. So the fact that they decided to stay here with today, even if they didn't practice today, it wouldn't have mattered. Azusa would have been happy because we've seen this before as well. Like there was I remember where I think, where was it, where their class went to a trip, you remember, the high, the high class, the senior class, they went to a trip and Azusa was just there. Then a few of the other times as well where because they are not in the same class or same standard, she's junior to them, she always gets cut out from the main group most of the time. And she gets sad about that, whenever some stuff like that happens, and feels lonely. So the similar situation here as well, and the fact that she knows that this will be the final year is also something kind of on bothering her as well. But either way, she's happy that they'll stay today. And Sao-chan sensei is like, okay, now we are going to do I'm going to do your guys' costume. Do not peek inside. And after that they start practicing, and Ui brings them food, onigiri and stuff, and they're like, all right, let's all stay and do the practice today at night. We're going to stay all night, stay awake all night today or tonight. So Nodoka comes in, and they're like, oh, why is everyone in class in most of them in school today? Don't they do it quicker? But Nodoka's like, that's mainly because they want to have fun working together at night. That's why they don't really, some of them deliberately don't do it, just for the fun of today. Anyways, and then they practice. Even Jun comes in and joins them, because Jun's jazz club isn't really won't be staying overnight. So yeah, there you go. And after that they kind of go out and just start strolling for a bit, and they find Juliet's grave, finally Juliet's tombstone. They kind of mistakenly put it over there, so there you go. And they give the occult club their stuff back, and invites them the next day to come to the concert, and they also invite them for the cattle mutilation that they're going to do the next day. So yeah, I love how Mio was kind of freaked out to go inside, because she was thinking, what are they going to do? But since it's the occult club, but they also made friends with the occult club. So yeah, after that, in the end, at night, everyone was just acting pretty crazy, Yui's just giggling away. Mugi's like, let's write a song. Oh boy. And Yui's like, let's write the song. What was the name? Protractor, wait a minute. Doki Doki Bundoki, Attractive Protractor. And this is like, no, bags go bang. While Mio's like, raccoon's new washed up. Okay. So all of these antics everyone's doing, and Azusa's just laughing, smiling. So yeah, everyone goes to sleep. At night, Azusa wakes up and sees that Yu's also gone to sleep. So yeah, everyone goes to sleep. Next day, Sawa-chan sensei is here, and she's like, guys, I made it. I made your dress. But everyone's sleeping. She's like, come on, guys, wake up. Tell me that I did great. Give me some validation. And they're like, yeah, Sawa-chan sensei, great job. But we're too tired now. Let us sleep. Oh boy. and that's where it ended. That was really nice, like I said, the final scene, especially the final part, really reminded me of my school experience, like at night, during the festival, like just students doing their thing and everyone doing their own thing, and it was a nice experience. It just reminded me of that. Anyways, so that was a great episode. That was episode number 19 of K-On! Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, so there you go. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week with another episode of K-On! Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.